This is me kind of tracking my new piercing. I think I'm gonna do this with every piercing from now on. So I just got my tongue pierced. I got it pierced at like 12 o'clock and it's currently 3:15. It's very swollen, it's very sore, it hurt really bad. I wasn't expecting it to hurt like that bad at all. I would say it was worse than my nose, my nostril, and all the information I'd seen had said that it is like one of the least painful, but this was one of the most painful for me. And it's just irritating because I'm very like conscious of like my mouth and my tongue, so it's very like annoying. But I'm kind of like, since I had such a big adrenaline rush from it, I'm very tired now. I'm just drinking a lot of water. I had some Nurofen, so I think I'm gonna have a nap. But yeah, so this is day one. It's supposed to take like a week to 2 weeks to completely heal. So yeah, I'll check back in later. So it's like 1 o'clock on day 2 and my tongue is so swollen. And what's weird is that like the front right here is very sore. Like it feels like it's like burnt, or like yeah, it feels like it's like burnt off the taste buds and it's like burnt. It's very weird. I can't talk like at all. I managed to eat a hash brown today. I just had to shove it down the back of my throat. And I've just been in bed all day. This has just absolutely ruined me. And I'm so tired. At the moment, I'd probably say it's worse than my septum. And like as a whole, it's worse than all my other piercings because like the other piercings I could just like go and do stuff straight after, whereas like this piercing, it's like stopping me from just fucking eating, talking, swallowing. So it's very annoying. But yeah, we'll see how we go tomorrow. Okay, so I thought I would do this check-in while I was like getting ready. It's gonna be very hard because it's just sitting on my mirror, which means I have to use the camera. So it's day 3. What my tongue looks like, it's still really, really swollen. Really swollen. I have heard that like the first 3 days are the worst, and I still have trouble talking. And it's very weird, like this tip is what's most painful, but it feels like it's been like burnt, or maybe like the clamp that held it. Like I don't know, it's just that's where it hurts. It's very weird. I managed to eat some chips, like hot chips last night, and I just had to shove it down back. That was good, and some nuggets. I just had to tear them up and shove them into the back of my teeth. I'm finding it easier to move stuff into the back of my teeth rather than like soup is kind of hard because I have to kind of like slurp it up or like put a spoon in my mouth and it kind of hits the bar. So I find it easier to like eat finger foods that I can just shove into the back of my mouth. I've been cleaning it twice a day so far. And I've been having some Nurofen with it too. I was actually quite surprised with the pain because everywhere that I always do a lot of research before I do get a new piercing, and everywhere I was reading said that like the tongue was like the least painful. And I think that's kind of like what fucked me, is that I was expecting it to like not feel anything, and so when it went through it was like, oh fuck, that hurt. Sorry. Oh, that hurt. So I was like surprised, but I would definitely say like at the moment this is the worst piercing I've had so far. All my other ones, like my nose, ears, like belly bar, like everything is so like you get the pain for like a couple of seconds and then you can just continue on with your day. It just stops you from doing so much, stops you from like swallowing, talking, eating. I had to have a day off work yesterday because my whole job is like talking, and I just can't talk. I couldn't talk yesterday, so like I can't come in, I'm so sorry. Luckily I have like a good boss, and he is very understanding. But yeah, so if I had to like choose if I would get it again, at the moment, solid no. I would not get it again at all. Just like, it's too much to deal with. Like I said, I love food. I can't eat food right now. It sucks. We can't have coffee because you can't have milk products. So coffee, can't have coffee in the morning, which sucks. I did ask if I could have my energy drinks, and they said that I could, but like it's not the best thing to have, which is like nothing at the moment is best to have. But everything that I've read is that it takes like 7 days to 14 days for it to completely heal. So I'll keep on going until I like either get to the 7 days or the 14 days, or I'll get to the 7 days and then it chop up every other day on the 14 days until I change it to a smaller bar. Today I'm just going to be filming some content. Yeah, if I were to recommend it right now, solid no. Like, get anything else. But like, I'm also pretty like hypersensitive to things in my mouth, because I had braces for 7 years, and like I'm just super sensitive to things in my mouth. Another thing that I noticed the first 2 days, well the first day is okay now, is underneath was so irritated, and it's because I'm not used to having a ball or a bar like under that area, so it was like so irritating. I felt like it was tearing away at the skin. It was just so irritating, and your like natural instinct, like your body's natural instinct is like try to push it out. So it was like very frustrating, because then that would obviously cause more pain. But yeah, so I'll check in again tomorrow of how we're going. Funny enough, I think today is actually more annoying and painful than it was yesterday. Yesterday I was like, oh, this is easy. Today it's like a little bit shitty again. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright, so it's day 4. It's in the morning. I'm about to leave for work. It doesn't look good today. I'm going to show you, but I'm going to give a bit of warning. It looks disgusting. It looks like just gross. It's all like, looks almost pussy all over the tongue. But yeah, alright, I'm going to show you. It's still very swollen. Like, yeah, it's just like all white. And I've only ever gotten that when I was like really sick with like tonsillitis or something, so that's fun. It's still super swollen, and the tip, like right here, is still like sore, which I don't know if that's like normal. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But it's like it's almost like it's numb, but like burnt at the same time. That's really weird. Like, that's where it hurts. It's not like the actual hole. The piercing itself, it's my tip of my tongue right there. It's where it hurts. But yeah, I guess we'll just see how we go tomorrow. So this is day 4. So it's day 5. Here's what it looks like. Not really seeing much of a difference. I think it's like a little less swollen than it was the past couple of days. It's still got that weird, like weird numb burnt feeling on the tip. But I noticed this morning, if you look at it closely, it looks like it's burnt off like the taste buds almost. Like it's smooth where everything else is like bumpy. So I'll see if I can show it. Doesn't hurt as much as it did yesterday. This morning it kind of hurt like a bit, but now it's just kind of like there. I'm not really noticing it as much, and I can't tell if that's because it's not as painful or if I'm used to it now. I'm still having a little bit of trouble eating. I tried to eat chips, not like potato chips, but hot chips yesterday, and I can only get through like half of a small packet, and my mum made me soup, and I can eat soup now because I can slurp it up, but I can't like eat much because it just starts irritating the tongue as a whole. But yeah, so day 5, I would say at the moment, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't get it again. Not at all. And I wouldn't recommend anyone else getting it unless you're prepared for it to just completely like stop you from eating, stop you from swallowing, just constantly there. Yeah, I just wouldn't recommend it. And also coffee, I can't have coffee. Oh my god, I can't remember if I spoke about that already, but you can't have dairy products, and it's killing me. But yeah, so check back in tomorrow. Alright, day 6. I'm not really seeing a difference. I look a little bit less swollen. I can't tell if it's like not hurting as bad or if I'm just getting used to the pain. I still can't eat like a lot. They'll get to a point where I'll like just be in like pain and just be like, I can't keep on eating. My talking is a little bit better. That tip is still very sore. But yeah, not really much else. Alright, so it is day 7. I haven't got any makeup on. I'm just having a day in bed today, honestly. But it's a lot less swollen than what it has been. So, but it's a little bit like gross still just around the area. So I'll show you. You can definitely see that it's a lot less swollen because it's actually showing more of the bar, whereas when it was swollen it was just taking up the entire bar. It is, I've noticed, like at night right before I fall asleep and then like in the morning it's still really sore. Not like really sore, it's a bit over exaggerating. It's like annoying. It's an annoyance kind of irritating pain, and it's not like on the pierced site. It's like just here, like that front area. I can eat pretty well now. I don't have to stick to one side, which is good because I was constantly pushing it on this side because I'm right-handed, and now my lip is all fucked up. So that's great. So I'm taking iron tablets for that. But yeah, so since it's day 7 now, I won't be checking in every day, but I'll be checking in like every other day or like every 3 days until it's completely healed. I've heard mixed opinions on how long it takes to heal. Some people say it's 2 weeks, some people say it's 4 weeks, some people say it's 6 weeks, but I will keep on checking in like every few days until it's healed so we can fully see. Yeah, at least I can kind of eat now. Okay, so I actually haven't filmed for a little bit. It is now day 15 since getting my tongue pierced, so it's past the 2-week mark. I haven't gone in to get it downsized yet. I'm going to actually go in tomorrow to see if I can get it downsized, but I'll show you what it looks like now. So the swelling's gone down heaps, like it's not really swollen at all anymore. It does look like it's on an angle, but I've asked a couple of people that have that have the tongue piercing, like about that, and if I should be worried, and they said that they're pretty sure that like theirs all did the same, and then when you downsize it's just normal. And the piercer did say when she was piercing me that it's very rare to get a straight tongue piercing, so I'm not too worried about it. It's very long now and it's just like annoying, so hopefully I can downsize tomorrow. I can eat perfectly fine. I actually ate 2-minute noodles today. It was a little hard like slurping them up, just because I'm not used to having like that in the way, but like I could eat it just fine. I'm drinking coffee now, so it's make me that makes me, I can't fucking talk. That makes me extremely happy. I still have like the sore on the side of my mouth from shoving things directly into the back of my teeth and rubbing it onto the corner of my mouth is still there, and it got actually pretty bad over the past week. So that's what it looks like. It's very sore. I did see my doctor for our bi-weekly checkup yesterday, and I like brought it up with him, and he just said put some bepanthen on it and just wait for it to go down. There's nothing really else we can do. He said it's just a sore, like it's just from tearing it away because it's so sensitive in those sections, and because I was like pushing everything down there and like opening my mouth up super wide and rubbing like salt on it, it just like completely fucked it. So I'm putting bepanthen on that. I also got a new tattoo, so that's also why I didn't really check in, because I was just like a full day of getting tattooed and then I was just like tired for the next day. So I'm putting bepanthen on that, bepanthen on my side of my mouth. But yeah, between days 7 and 14 there was like a couple of mornings I remember waking up and like being irritated by my tongue. It wasn't again so much the piercing site itself, it was more the front area. I did some research on that too. I just went on to the piercing subreddit on Reddit, and I saw that someone had actually posted about it before, and a couple of people did have the exact same thing, and I think 1 or 2 people said that it's possible like nerve pinch, and it went away within like 2 weeks, and like, that's pretty true. Like it's fine now, it really is fine. But yeah, I think on like day 7, well, it would be like day 8 or 9, I would wake up and just be like a little bit irritated with it. It wasn't so much like pain, it was more kind of like a ugh kind of feeling, like more of an annoyance. But yeah, it's fine now, it doesn't hurt at all. It still looks a little bit like gross around the piercing site. It's obviously still healing, but since I feel like since it's such a long bar now, after it has not been as swollen, it's probably doing more damage than good having such a huge bar there, because it's just getting caught and everything. I can't like clean my teeth with my tongue, if that makes sense, because the long bar just gets in the way, or like I've found myself accidentally biting the bar with like almost every meal because it's so long. But there was a lot of talking. I'm trying to like do this fast. I need to go to work in about 10 minutes. But yeah, so I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, but I will also pop back in. I will film myself before going to the piercing shop, and hopefully, depending if they will actually downsize the bar for me or not, I will film afterwards and what it looks like tomorrow. But yes. Okay, so it's the next day now, so day 16. I'm just going to film some content, and then I'm going to go to my I'm going to my piercing shop to see if they will downsize my tongue piercing for me. I'll show you what it looks like. It looks a bit like messed up because I just had coffee. Not messed up, that's what your tongue looks like after you have coffee. I do feel like it being longer is just getting in the way now, so hopefully they will downsize it for me. I did notice this morning though that the tip of my tongue had like the old kind of like numb feeling, so that came back. It's okay now, it's just, yeah, a bit annoying. So my lips doing better too. Just been putting bepanthen on that and trying to not like open my mouth up super wide. And like cutting my food into little pieces so I don't have to open up too much. But yeah, so I will pop back in after I come back from the piercer. Okay, so I just got home from the piercing shop. They didn't downsize for me, so I still had the long bar in, but they did give me the jewelry to downsize. Now, the reason they didn't actually downsize it for me is because with the stuff that's going on in the world at the moment, with the virus, they're just not doing oral piercings anymore or changing oral piercings. So I was okay with that. Like, I understood they told me how to do it, and it seems like it should be okay. I'll show you the piece of jewelry. So I put it in this little baggie. Got skin candy. They gave me an alcohol wipe. She also gave me a bunch of gloves as well. So this is the jewelry here. It's a fair bit of a difference. She did tighten one all the way for me, so I don't have to worry about like 2 balls falling off. I also did get some 4mm tunnels as well while I was there, which I'll just show you. Just because I'm currently at 3mm, I'm having trouble going up to the next size, which I believe is like 4 and a bit engaging. Let me just have a look quickly. Oh, apparently 6 gauge, because I'm going off of gauges, apparently 6 gauge is 4mm anyway, but for the life of me I cannot get that. I can't get it through. I can get the taper through, but I can't get the actual jewelry through. So I bought also these, so I'll probably go up in gauge and try out these in the next couple of nights, but one thing at a time. My dog's next to me. I'll show you her. She's so cute. Yeah, you're cutie, aren't you? So yeah, I'm actually not too confident with actually changing the tongue piercing myself at the moment. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting for my friend to finish work. She has had her tongue piercing for a few years now. So my plan is to wait for her to finish work and have her come over, and I'm going to see if I can do it myself, but I want her like close by. So then if I have any trouble, she can just take over. So yeah, waiting for that. I also booked in my next piercing, so that's a little bit of fun. But yeah, so I will check back in with you when I'm actually changing the jewelry. So I just got back from my friend's house. I couldn't film us actually changing it because she didn't have anywhere for me to stand my phone, and it was just so hard to change it. It was so hard to actually undo the balls. It took us like 20 to 30 minutes, just like each of us trying to take it off. We're both wearing gloves, so that really helped. If you can hear sound in the background, that's my dog. She's very whingy. It's dinner time. I'm gonna feed her straight after I finish filming. But so yeah, it was really hard to undo the balls. They were really tight, which is good because I don't want it falling out and me swallowing it. But it was just, yeah, really hard to like undo. This is chaos, absolute chaos. So she changed it for me. She just because it was internally threaded, she was able to line them up and push them through for me. I just didn't trust myself doing it, but she did it for me, which was really good. And then we just twisted on it from the bottom. It was quite hard twisting it on from the bottom, but now it's all changed. So it's still on an angle, but I'm not mad. Like, I understand why. And like during, I was like shaking when she was putting it through, so I'm okay with it being on an angle, but you can't tell if I just, that's fine. So yeah, I'm very happy. So this is gonna be the end of this like documenting. I'm also gonna film a video just talking about the entire experience. So if you want to just know about the entire experience as a whole, I'll be putting up a video about that as well. So yeah, if you want to see just the other video of me just explaining about the whole process, pretty much everything just condensed into one little video, you can go ahead and watch that. But yeah, so thanks for following me along on this journey, and I'll see you on the next one.